but
of note, you both healed 1 physical harm.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
For taking a night's rest, by the way.
I'm almost... I love Call of Cthulhu. I'm almost back up to full health because I have 9 health. This is the first time I've healed in Call of Cthulhu. But yeah, I guess I want to go down to the front desk and how about we, because it's not very interesting to just go to a gun shop and buy stuff. Is there a gun shop in town?
No.
Shit.
There's an insane asylum in town.
There really
which is why they don't sell. Which is why they don't sell guns.
That's a good precaution to make. God damn it.
Gotta go out of town for those.
Yeah, no, we don't have time for that. I have a crowbar.
Let's go back to the hardware store. We'll go back to the hardware store.
Hardware store. Okay.
Sure. As a courtesy, the newspaper was slid underneath your door.
Oh.
In the morning.
Yeah, as
How nice is
as we're going to leave, I'm putting on my jacket and I see it on the floor and I go to pick it up.
Yep. Here's the article you see on the. Murphy, go ahead and read it out loud.
Death at Danvers Lunatic Asylum. Danvers State Hospital reports the death of patient Andrew McBride, age unknown. Bride was found unresponsive in a cell earlier this morning. Cause of death is declared a suicide, reports Superintendent James Berger. It's a tragedy when these things happen, says Berger. Yet we cannot reach every soul that comes into our... I don't know why I'm doing a different voice. That comes into our care. He has been a better place now. McBride leaves no known relatives.
I guess I read that to myself, and then not being able to form a response, I hand it to Murphy to read it, and then that's how he knows what's on it too.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of look at the door, like I'm just so mad and scared that I can't form a response to what I just read.
Well, they probably know we're alive if he's dead. Or something.
Either that or they killed him anyway because they thought they'd cover up the mess if they did that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, does the plan change? We're still doing the same thing?
We still have to go. I need to save my uncle.
Alright, I think we go to the hardware store, and then we just head on in.
Agreed. So I ball my fists and then I open the door. And then I guess we go to the hardware store. That rhymed. Lang Fu! Ah!
At the front desk. Hey, gentlemen. I can't help but notice your door frame seems a little off its, frame.
Yeah, about that whole me making a dramatic exit by opening the door and such. I guess that didn't happen, did it?
No, he stopped you. Saw you at the front desk.
Yes, we had a bit of a scuffle last night.
Nah, you city boys like your wild parties and your rock and roll.
And we hate doors.
Jazz. It's all because of jazz. That jazz music.
Yeah, well, I love the poetry of jazz.
Well, you owe me at least 33 cents for the frame.
I tossed it at him because I don't have time for this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He takes 33 cents. Which is a fortune at that time. But according to certain restaurants you go to, they can only buy you about a third of a steak dinner.
Yeah. It would have been the best steak of your life. You would have healed all the way up full.
Those Pennsylvania steaks are certainly something else.
They're gonna blow your
All
mind.
right, so you step outside and you walk to the hardware store.
We'll buy a probably 2 foot worth of chain.
2 feet. All right, yeah, he hooked you up. Not a problem.
That's it for me. I'm good. What about you, man?
I have this crowbar and I have these wire cutters, but I don't think they'll do us much good. Well, they can get us in, but as a weapon, not very good. But this crowbar, I guess we'll have to do if there's no gun in town.
I'll take a thing of kerosene.
What are you gonna do?
No kerosene. He gives you the kerosene. What do you want? A can? A gallon? A quart? A gallon. That's a lot of kerosene. But yeah, you get a gallon of kerosene.
Once we get back to the car, I will use the the wire cutters to cut the chains in half and wrap them around both my hands.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then I guess he wants us to be there in the parking lot. I turned to Murphy. He wants us to be there at midnight. So we have the day.
What? Yeah, well, okay. We read a lot of articles yesterday. I remember vaguely, and I was in and out of consciousness and lucidity. But something happens at midnight.
Quickly of note, it takes you about 45 minutes to reach Danvers by car.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
That's good to know.
Okay. And it's right now. It's like what? It's still morning-ish, right?
Yeah. Let's say you guys got up. Let's say you slept in. You had a pretty rough night. You both are really beat up, by the way.
Yeah.
Like when you walk into any place, you have like black eyes cut across your face that is not really like healed up. You know, it's still oozy. You guys look pretty terrible. So you slept in probably, let's say, till, I don't know, 10 o'clock. You did that. That was about 40 minutes. So let's say you're close to 11 now.
Okay. We read a lot of articles, stuff. There was that thing about there was like a tablet.
Yeah, Hawthorne's
find
disc.
or is gone.
I wonder if we can figure out more about Hawthorne's disc before we go in, because I feel like it's important to know about.
Yeah, where do you think we?
Where can we go for a place like Hawthorne's disc? We went to the library. We went to the police office. We went to town hall, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went...
I think I went to the historical society, but they were closed. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the historical society and see. Maybe we can figure out more about Hawthorne's disc.
Yeah, let's go.
Great. Let me just find my notes.
Look on the notes. They're closed. It's Saturday.
Everything closes at 5 a.m. on Saturday.
Everything's closed on Saturday. Okay, here are my notes. So you pull up to the Historical Society, and it's built like a mini Danvers asylum, but like out of plywood to make it look cool. It's a tourist attraction trap for sure.
It's like the Alcatraz shop on Pier 39. Looks like it's Alcatraz.
And over there, it's Salem Historical Society, and there you meet Lunas. And Lunas goes, "Oh, hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the Historical Society here at Salem. What is it that we can help you with today? Are you interested in the long lore of our crop rotation here in Salem and what we're famous for? You know, we people don't really know this. They think Idaho's famous for potatoes, but here in Massachusetts, we produce quite a large amount of potatoes."
Nope. I was that'll be that. Oh, we actually have a specific question we'd like answered, if you don't mind. We were curious if you could tell us anything about Hawthorne's disc.
The former head of the state of Danvers, the asylum there, yeah? That place.
The disc that William Shine put into place.
Well, I'm afraid that we're a historical society here, and history is more in the past and not like the past, like 5-10 years. So not really.
Well, what can you tell me about Hawthorne then?
Oh, Judge John Hawthorne.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, yes. He was very famous. Well, come on in. You can have a look around. Go ahead and you can peruse the various exhibits.
I shall do just that. And then I walk in happily because I
Make a library.
Oh, shit. 42 out of 60.
42 out of 60.
I library the shit out of this place.
Here's a few things that you've learned. The land occupied by the asylum complex was once homestead to Judge John Hawthorne, lead magistrate of the Salem witch trials, and the man personally responsible for sending approximately 24 witches to their death, to their trial, imprisonment, and death. Hawthorne was the only executor never to repent for his sins. And what you also find, The asylum occupies land, I already said that, blah, 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 blah. Originally from Salem, Hawthorne moved from his residence to the Hill in 1690. The Hill was known locally as a witch's ground, and a place where the natives once trucked with devils, like running around. Once trucked with devils and spirits. An ancient stone disc with pagan markings once sat atop the hill. The disc was revered by the indigenous people who spoke of one who came from the sky. Is she? And placed the stone, stamping out an evil spirit that haunted the hill. Hawthorne, a stalwart Puritan, removed the disc and deliberately claimed the land for God, building his homestead upon the site. The fate of the disc and the fate of its markings faded from historical record. Although never a genial fellow, Hawthorne built his reputation in Salem as a fair and even-handed magistrate. This changed dramatically soon after Hawthorne built his home on the hill. The magistrate became remarkably vindictive in both his professional and personal life, making many enemies. Hawthorne persecuted supposed witches and fanned the flames of witchcraft hysteria with a shocking zeal, reaping horrific results that haunt the region to this day.
Curious. I read out loud, so loud that the attendant can hear me. So it says here that Hawthorne's disc was put. It was found. You said found, right? On this land, and it was supposedly there to protect one who came from the sky, or to seal them. And I wonder, is there a way that we could figure out where this hill was? Is it under Danvers?
Hawthorne Hill is what Danvers sits upon. Yes.
So the disc was removed, and then Dr. William Shine found it, brought it back, and then then the new doctor, Dr. Berger, destroyed it in the process of making an amphitheater.
No, he removed. I think he removed it. Did he destroy it? Was that one of the things? I thought he just got rid of it, and it was against his
I think he destroyed it in the process of getting rid of it.
If you remember, it said it was removed.
Removed.
Yeah. That's all you read.
Interesting. Yeah. So maybe I wonder if we can find it.
Who's working here? Who's this woman we're talking to? Lunas. So you have obviously quite the display here. What if you got even more people to come to this obviously beautiful locale by getting the disc back? We got a hot lead that Dr. Berger knows where it is. Dr. Berger.
Oh, well, we would certainly appreciate the donation.
Why don't you, if you give him a call, we can go pick it up for you, like that.
Oh, I could write him a nice letter, and I could let him know any donations made to the Salem Historical Society would certainly be tax exempt.
Letter's great, but a call is quicker. There's no time like the present to bring in those sweet, sweet customers.
That is true. We could be over here if you need us to talk to him in any capacity. If you
do you two know him?
Yes.
Mercury's just gonna look at you.
Starting to sweat. Yep.
Make a persuade check.
Oh, that's okay.
None for me, thanks.
Oh, I'm full stewardess.
I succeeded at this. I succeeded at this once during this module. It's not gonna happen again.
I got a 68 out of 10, so nope.
I got an 84 out of 10.
Well, you two don't really seem to be on first-name basis with him. It doesn't really seem like you're friends or anything like that.
His name is William.
Great.
See first names.
We're not good friends, but we're very good at, getting people to donate. And I'm gonna take my hand and just punch one of the glass displays.
Oh my goodness. Make a strength check.
Okay. Yeah, 64 out of 70.
Great. Take 1 point of physical harm.
That's fine. It's fine.
And roll an intimidate.
That's what I'd
can you
like
roll
to
that
do.
with advantage?
Yeah.
Why would she?
Because I'm good at intimidating people.
But it's a
Yeah.
museum.
Not anymore. Yeah. I got my better one was 57 out of 65.
Oh dear. Take whatever you want. Please, just don't hurt me.
No, we just want you to make the call while we're here, and just ask him for the disc. Ask him where it is. Say we can come grab it for him. Don't say us. Just say you were curious about the donation of the disc, and we'll be here listening.
All right. If that's all you need.
All we need is I pick out.
You're not here to. Oh dear. Do you have the number?
There's got to be a phone book somewhere.
Gotta be in the phone book, right?
There's got to be the number
Actually,
somewhere.
I probably do, because I probably called them first to see about my uncle. But I probably didn't get an answer, which is why I came down here. Will you believe
great.
that?
I'll buy it. Yeah, as long as you don't hurt me, I'll make the call. Please.
Oh,
Just
no, ma'am,
don't
we won't-
hurt me.
No, ma'am, we won't hurt you. We won't hurt you. In fact, we're helping you. Ma'am, please stop.
I haven't found love.
Jesus Christ, Murph. Look what you done.
I'm gonna start ripping off my other sleeve to make a bandage for my. I now have ripped off both the sleeves of my dress shirt. Making a bandage.
But don't worry, ma'am. Don't worry. We won't hurt you or anything. We think this would benefit you, if anything. So please.
You punched my diorama of the variety of crops we grow here in Massachusetts.
You know what's better than crops? Spooky disc. It's gonna be. You're not even gonna need that.
See? He was
do
proving
whatever you
that it was
say.
outdated compared to what we are going to give you if you get a hold of Dr. Berger.
The customer's always right.
So
Right away.
for instance, ma'am, when I walked in, you told me about the crops, and then I asked you about the disc, and you couldn't provide, but I did not peruse the crops, you see. So if we get the disc, more people, customers, paying customers like me, would happily peruse your shop. See?
We're a museum. We don't have anything for sale.
Well, that's another thing you could work on.
We're gonna come back here. We're gonna rework this whole thing. Have a disc. We'll make a gift shop.
We're gonna, if we survive this is our end game.
I just want to live on a farm with a husband.
Pick up the phone and hand it to her.
There you go.
It's a rotary phone. I need to stand up and do the numbers.
Why is this so hard?
1920. What is it? A phone in a clear case with a springy cord.
Yep.
She gets up and she begins to dial a number. Both of you make a spot hidden check.
Oh, is she calling the police?
Can I watch what she's dialing? What we need?
I got a 21 out of 50, so I got it.
I got a
Yes.
20. I got a 25 out of 65.
She's indeed not dialing the number that you gave to her.
Murph, I think we gotta go.
I'm gonna put my finger in the rotary dial and stop it.
This is becoming not what I expected it to be. Thought we were gonna go to the historical society. They were gonna tell us all about the disc.
We're gonna. I think you made a mistake. Let my friend do it for you.
I look at Murph a little intimidated myself. And
I'm gonna, with the hand I stopped with is my blood hand, and I'm gonna squeeze to make the blood just drip a little bit more.
And I guess you hand it to me, and
Hold on. All right, hold on here. She faints. Pressure is too much. She would have rolled higher than 10, she'd be standing, but she rolled a 2.
Murph. Murph.
This was a good plan. I want us to feel good about this.
This is a good plan. God damn it, Murph. Here, I'll prop her up and put her in her chair. How about you call Danvers and try to mask your voice?
I'm great at that. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, so I'll help her out and just kind of fan her, cause I don't.
Okay, and what else happens?
I will call Danvers.
You call Danvers, and you get a front desk nurse. And what was her name? Was it Carol?
It was Betty.
Betty, Nurse Betty. I remember. An old note. Hello, Danvers.
This is Betty. It's Murphy Bracco. We met yesterday. I know you remember.
I look over from fanning her off.
Murphy. Well, hello. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome. I didn't get your personal number, so I thought I'd call your place of business because that's appropriate. And ask if you wanted to. A couple things. Not tonight, but tomorrow night. Maybe we'd go out for a nice dinner.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I mean, there's a 24-hour diner in town. We could go there.
I have some plans tonight. I gotta warm up for the big fight. I gotta lift some weights.
I'm busy tonight too, actually.
Yeah,
I forgot I was overwhelmed with.
Murphy, ask about the disc.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I was wondering if you could do me a small favor.
Oh, for you, Murphy. Yeah. I mean, as long as, of course, you'll do one in return.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Your boss, Dr. Berger, I think he knows where a disc is, and it's a big stone disc. And I've got the local historical society where I've become recent business partners with them, I think, and they're trying to.
Oh, that bitch Janice.
I thought her name was Luna or something. I don't
Lunas.
know. We barely talk. Yeah, we barely talked. She, she's been
manipulative in her that accent. Oh.
She's not been a very attentive.
You don't think she's attractive, do you?
Of course not. No, she's no. So she was telling us about the disc, and I'm trying to get it to make some money for this place, and so I can help pay for a real nice dinner. So if you could just ask Berger where it is, and maybe even get it.
Oh, I couldn't carry it. It's enormous.
No, I'll be there.
It's huge.
I can bench press.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it would take like a crane to get it.
It's that big.
Yeah, when we were building the amphitheater, my goodness, it was as big as a room at least, and so thick. It must have been. It was stone, but maybe 6-8 inches thick.
That's very big. Would you know where it is? If it's that big, I mean, it's had to have gone somewhere.
Oh, I can't recall offhand. It was taken off premises though. I remember it being loaded on a truck and driven off.
Could you find out where that truck went? Is the favorite line. If you can't just pick it up.
Oh, after tonight, I'm sure I could. It's just I'm swamped with papers. We're overpopulated. I could certainly look into it after hours.
If you could just steal away for like just a hot minute, dude, I would be so grateful, and I would do you quite a favor in return. I give the best back rubs and massages. My time training, I got a big sweaty Italian who just rubs me down after a fight.
Roll me a charm.
I can't intimidate over the phone.
With advantage.
What can I punch? That's better. That is an 11. As opposed to my 65. I'm sorry, 61.
Well, for you, Murphy, I didn't know you had such a passion for history.
Yeah, I got passion for days.
Well, I'm about to go for lunch soon. I could ask around at lunch.
That would be super duper. And we're at the what's our hotel name?
Sleepy Salem Inn.
We're at the Sleepy Salem Inn. If I don't know how long I'm staying here. This place has got some bad vibes with Luna. So you just leave a message at the inn for us. We're not there. Otherwise, I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah. I'll call the front desk and whatever I could find.
Great, appreciate it. See you later.
Can you just say my name one more time?
Betty.
Oh. She hangs up the phone.
I think I did it.
I'm fanning Luna off just to see if I can get her to recuperate. What did you learn,
Jeez.
Murph? Did you figure out where the disc is?
It's a lot bigger than I thought. I was thinking like manual cover. It's like whole room cover.
Whoa.
It's huge.
Is it there?
No, it's a truck. A truck took it off somewhere. I got Betty working on figuring out where it is.
Damn it. Okay, well, maybe she can get back to us in time.
Yeah, she's gonna call the inn, I think.
If it's that big, though, I'm not sure what else we can do about it. It's not like we can hire a crane and have it sent out there or anything.
Well, it was in a truck. Maybe it's still in a truck. Maybe we just drive it in and just crash into the amphitheater.
That is true. I wonder. Well, I don't know how we'd figure that out. We could figure out if there's any construction crews that worked on the amphitheater to see if maybe they took it. Maybe Town Hall has records of that?
I could try. I mean, that seems. I don't think it'd probably be an in-house
They probably had to be zoned for the amphitheater, right? So they might have records of construction on it and everything.
Nah, you know more than me. Well, about stuff. So we can look it up if you think it's best.
That might be a good lead for now. We still have time before midnight anyway. Unless if you could think of anything else we should be doing with our time.
I am also worried about what happens when Luna wakes up.
Well, she doesn't know our names.
What?
We're not coming back. I'm not coming back to Salem.
No, I mean, like, if she calls the police, like, in the next hour, and it's, like, noon, and we're the only strangers in town?
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, no, nothing that, well... What else is around here?
How many heavy objects?
Like in the building or in the town?
In this building.
What are you looking for?
Maybe some rope?
You're not gonna really find rope. I mean, you find, like, the large velvet ropes that go from, like, the big base to the big base to kind of section off areas.
You have your chains.
No, but I do need these changed. I need them real bad.
Hate it when this happens, huh?
Is there... Well, are there... What... Is there anything that's, that locks from the outside in this place?
Probably a back room. Maybe. Well, from the outside?
That locks from the outside?
Yeah.
No.
You never know. Well, like an office, like you have to get in. An office.
Well, yeah. Well, it locks on the outside and the inside. Sure.
That's true.
Murph, I have a desperate times call for desperate measures, but I do have one suggestion.
Yeah.
we can lock her in my trunk.
I'm for it. Here we go, and I'll just pick her up.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah,
Pick
that
her
might
up
be
with
the.
these.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna. Well, she's still unconscious. I'm gonna take off her shoes and her sock and just jam a sock in her mouth.
Okay.
I mean,
And then I'm gonna. Well, let's get out. That's all right. I'm gonna.
We aren't thinking this through anyway.
It's fine. It's fine. Just stuff the shotgun in her mouth and throw him in the trunk.
Murph, why did we have to scare her so much? She was willing to work with...
It was a good plan, and I wanted to feel good about it. It was our heads were in the right place. Maybe our hearts weren't. I don't know, but it could have gone. That could have been better.
I shut the trunk and I turned the key to lock it because that's how the trunks work in the 20s.
Yep, and there's no fancy thing to get out of there.
Because back then they didn't think anyone would lock somebody in a trunk. We're the first people to do that. We invented kidnapping in the trunk. Woohoo! All right. Do you think town hall? I guess.
Yeah, I think we give that a shot.
Might be our best bet. Yeah. So I guess.
What time is it after all this?
Yeah.
So, I do want to head back to the inn at some point.
It's got a little intense. I'll give you. You got there about 11. Let's say it's probably 2.
That's
2 o'clock. A little bit of a panic to figure out what to do with the body of a live person.
I think we hit town hall real quick, and then we got to go back to the inn before we head up to Danvers.
I think that works. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So you go to town hall, and on the way to town hall, you hear. Boom, boom. Help!
She got the sock out.
Oh no.
Her hands weren't bound.
I knew she was gonna get the sock out. It wasn't. This is not me being surprised by this fact. Probably don't want to park the car in town. Murphy eyes the kerosene.
Murph, no. We are.
We
are not going to their depths.
I keep
You're still driving. Where are you going?
I don't think we're going to town hall. I think we're going to Danvers. You know what? Maybe we had such a good relationship with Burger, we found someone for the asylum.
Murphy, this plan is going very south very quickly.
It went south maybe like 2 stops ago. I don't know how to make it back north.
Honestly, the best thing to do now, because she probably can't get back to town in time, would be to just dump her in the woods somewhere and then just drive off.
Drive back.
And then hope she can't make it back to town before we leave.
Okay, I mean, we could drive for an hour, drop her off, and just drive back.
Yeah, that might be the only way to do it, but we'd miss town hall.
That's all right. That's all right. This sounds like a good plan.
Murph.
I'm feeling less and less good about it.
Murph, you really botched this.
All right, I drive for an hour and do the thing.
You drop off Lunas. She says, look, please don't hurt me. Don't kidnap me. I won't tell anybody. Just leave me alone.
Good. And then I just get back in the car.
You start driving back to town, and she just yells off in the distance, where am I?
She'll be fine. She'll figure it out. Stars point north. The North Star. She's like, if you were lost in the woods.
Murphy, just stop.
Murphy tries to justify it all the way back to say it.
Yeah, I just don't talk.